This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Head to NordVPN/Blokes and use the discount code Blokes and you'll get 71% off a 2-year plan, plus an extra free month and a free gift. What do you know about VPNs, Dan?
Bargain. I'm going to use that myself. I actually use NordVPN, believe it or not.
Nice.
Got family who live overseas and they would remind me all the time, I can't get this, I can't access that, I can't. I said, get a VPN.
Yeah.
Which VPN should I get? I said, just use NordVPN. I said, it's the best one. I said, and he said, can you set it up for me? Sure enough, set it all up, sending the codes and everything. And
easy to do.
Very easy to do. Yeah,
nice.
I did it remotely. And but to use a VPN, for me, I mean, I use one myself as well. Whenever I log in, it's security on it's great.
Yeah,
so it's, I can watch stuff from different parts of the world which you wouldn't be able to access if you just go and especially when I used to live in the Middle East and all using a VPN there was just
Netflix, Amazon Prime, all that sort
everything.
of stuff.
You can access there's a lot of, especially if you're traveling as well.
Yeah, country
to country, there's a lot of restrictions what you can do to access certain things in other countries.
Yeah.
But NordVPN's the best one for me. It is anyway.
Nice. Keeps your data.
It's great that they're a sponsor of the show as well now. So it's
keeps your data safe then, I guess.
Yep.
Right then. So don't forget, head to NordVPN, type in /Blokes, type in discount code Blokes, and you'll get 71% off a 2-year subscription with a free month and a free gift.
71%. It's almost free.
I know you'd be crackers not to, wouldn't you? Right. Cheers for that one, guys. Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we're the 3 dumbest office blokes caught on camera.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Speak for yourself.
I'll go with that. We are the Office Blokes. And if you click the link below, it takes you to all these fancy places like social media, merch, Patreon page.
Do it.
Probably some other places, Pornhub, I don't know. Just wherever, just... click the links. What bad can happen when you click a link? Nothing bad has ever happened on the internet by clicking a link, has it?
It's all legit.
Yeah.
It's all good on our links.
There you go. Right then, the 10 dumbest criminals caught on camera.
Yeah, I love seeing these, mate.
There used to be a program, didn't there? America's Dumbest Criminals, years ago.
I don't know. Don't remember that.
Yeah, it used to be on TV over here. Yeah. And it was like guys falling asleep in a bed of a house they've burgled and things like that. It was on for years.
Don't remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would we do without cameras these days, though? CCTV and stuff like that.
There's a new show that Snoop Dogg's got a new show out, by the way. It's called So Dumb It Should Be Criminal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think there's anything out yet. It's on that Peacock. I think there's a trailer.
Right.
But I don't think I've not seen an actual show yet. But when that comes out, we'll react to that.
Big time.
To that.
Yeah.
There's one for us, that, definitely.
Right, let's do it then. The 10 dumbest criminals caught on camera.
That first one, I've seen it before. He's right melt. I think it was in Australia or somewhere, and he ties it's the ATM machine. You watch it, I've seen it. He's right melt.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you see the other guy that had obviously sharpied his face?
Yeah.
So the cameras couldn't recognise him. Does that count as blackface? Can he be arrested for being racist as well as like
maybe
robbing a bank?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
As we all know, it's essential when stealing an ATM sure that you take your chain in your pickup truck. So when a guy from Queensland, Australia decided to do just that, he had all the necessary equipment. Like any good citizen, he tied his chain to the rear of his stolen truck and made his merry way to innocently rob the ATM of gas. He turned up at the store, smashed his way through the glass door with the help of his trusty hammer, and made his way inside. He tied his chain to the ATM, and then it was simply time to count his earnings. What the man didn't realize was that his chain had come unhooked and his vehicle wasn't connected to the machine. As a result, he drove away without any earnings.
He just walked straight past it as well and proper melt.
A few minutes later, he logically returned to the scene of the crime in a bold attempt to try again. It was then that he realized his chain was too short, so he left the scene without a cent, cashless, brainless, and profitless.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's proper high-end. Dope, that, innit?
Oh, man.
Did he have gloves on?
I don't know why.
Not sure.
His fingerprints are all over that chain.
It won't be hard to catch him. You'd be telling
You
everyone
wouldn't have
about
thought
it.
so, yeah.
Proper bono.
You would not tell anyone about that. Maybe if you got away with it.
But these dumb ones do, though, don't they?
Yeah.
That's what makes
true.
them stupid.
I mean, a lot of people go into crime because they're too dumb to make money any other way, and thank God, because that's why they're shit at it and they get caught, isn't it?
After completing a successful bank robbery, it's of course imperative to brag about your success on YouTube. When 19-year-old Nebraskan Hannah Sabata stole a car, held up a bank at gunpoint, and made her get away with $6,000, she decided to advertise her feat in a bizarre online video. But it wasn't enough to be pragmatic about it, so, inspired by the creative hijinks of songsmith Bob Dylan, she did so wordlessly, artfully holding up handwritten signs in front of the camera. These signs spelled out the details of her crime, her feelings, and her intentions of how to spend the money. The video also sees her fanning herself with a wad of cash, pretending to smoke a cigar, and holding up the keys to the stolen vehicle. In the footage, she describes the robbery as the best day of her life.
She wanted to get caught. She's got to have been.
Must have been.
Strangely, despite her dedication to remaining clandestine, the police somehow managed to discover the perpetrator of the crime, and she was swiftly arrested and charged. Yeah. Hannah Sabata will spend between 10 and 20 years behind bars.
Wow. Jesus. That seems more of a cry for help than
something wrong with her, yeah. She's not all there.
Although she had a bag of some sort of substance, so maybe she was on something when she was doing the video.
Oregano.
I'm not sure if it's oregano. I've never seen white oregano before.
Oregano.
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 How do you say it?
Oregano.
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 That's what I'm saying. In that fucking Japanese paper folding you two are saying.
That's origami.
Gloves? Check. Bandanas? Check. Gun? Oh yeah. Foolproof plan? Nope. But 3 out of 4 ain't bad. CCTV footage from a London alleyway shows 2 men chatting while they slowly don what they must believe to be the very best in robbery fashion. Unfortunately for them, they are blissfully ignorant of the CCTV camera right beside them, clearly capturing every detail of their stupid faces.
He's not English, the one with the on the right.
You don't think?
No. He looks Eastern European.
Did they show a close-up of his?
No one
in robbery fashion. Unfortunately for them, they are blissfully ignorant of the CCTV camera right beside them, clearly capturing every...
He's not English.
I'm not sure. He looks dumb, that's for sure.
detail of their stupid faces.
We're the most surveilled nation on earth, you know.
Good.
Really?
I'm glad.
Don't surprise me.
Well,
this is, catch people like this, isn't it?
Yeah. This is the benefit, yeah.
Of course it is.
Why do you think people screech up in a car already wearing masks outside the place they're going to rob and get away
The
quickly?
would-be robbers then leave the alleyway, gun in hand, ready to rob their victim at gunpoint. Slightly out of shot, they approach the man, who is believed to have been targeted for his expensive and flashy car. When the potential victim runs away to alert police, the brave and noble robbers also run from the scene. Who knows what the pair were expecting? Maybe they were anticipating a smoother transaction.
Obviously, well, they must have got caught with that footage of the faces.
Big time. Yeah, must have
big time.
So gun charges, attempted robbery, probably assault.
15 years.
No, 6 months suspended in this country.
It's supposed to be
£10 fine.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a mandatory minimum sentence for firearms. But
that's what I mean. It's got to be at least 10 years, surely.
I knew a guy years ago.
Anyway,
could have been, but I knew a guy years ago who is a proper scumbag. He made a stinger, you know, like that you put out in front of cars.
Oh yeah.
Found a fake police report, so the cops came screeching, put a stinger in front of him and popped all their tyres and beat up a female police officer. Wasn't a friend, by the way, he was an absolute scumbag. And didn't go to prison for that, and then got caught with a sawn-off shotgun as well and didn't go to prison.
I watch these police shows and he sees at the end, he says, this guy killed 18 people, wounded 17 police officers, and got away with £4 million. You got a 3-month suspended sentence and banned from driving for 4 days. Yeah. I'm like, what?
Yeah, someone with no license always gets banned from driving, don't they?
Because that's going to deter him, isn't it?
I know, yeah. That's it. It's no deterrent to a lot of these people, is it? When they ban them from driving when they haven't got a licence, no insurance, anything anyway. They don't give a shit, do they?
No.
They don't care.
I know that this guy's still about. He's in Manchester. He's pretty known nowadays. But what people don't seem to put 2 and 2 together is if he's been caught with a sawn-off shotgun and not gone to prison, he's a grass. Absolutely got to be a grass.
Yeah. You're right.
How else is he not going to prison? But still is like in that world.
Society, yeah.
It's like, come on, guys.
Cell phones are expensive. Cell phone contracts are expensive. But we all need a cell phone. So one cheeky chancer decided to try his hand at a brand new money-saving tactic in order to save some cash and still receive his daily Instagram fix. After casually wandering around a phone store for a little while, it was time for the plan to be put into place. Our thief in the making took some initiative, grabbed his favorite handset, and made a dash for the door. But as we all know, cell phones are attached to their display tables by retractable cords. So after a few steps, the phone flies out of his hand and lands on the floor. Judging by the CCTV footage, the man was too embarrassed to make a quick getaway. When the bemused store assistant enters the frame, the crappy crook looks bashful and ashamed. He then casually wanders out of the store. Back to the Nokia 3210 for this guy. At least it has Snake.
He was never seen again.
Yeah.
He went on to a camp. The Wiener Stealer.
Some people steal money, some people steal cars, some people steal diamonds, and some people steal sausages. In 2014, CCTV caught Ricardo Cardona as he spent 20 minutes trying to break through the front door of his favorite local meat store, clearly in a desperate frenzy to appease his drunken munchies. After making his way inside, he entered the meat cooler where he grabbed just a few scrumptious sausages. Now, we've all been drunk, and we all know that when the booze takes over, we want two things: food and sleep. And Ricardo was no different. After firstly making his way to the exit, he re-entered the building and decided to get comfortable in the office for a little nap. He was then awoken by employees who arrived the next morning ready to start work. They found him with his feet kicked up on the desk, very much at home, and probably dreaming of a big sausage smorgasbord. He was later charged with criminal trespassing. It is unknown whether Ricardo was allowed to keep the sausages and which type his drunken mind opted for.
He's going to have all the sausages he can get now, isn't he?
Oh, there must have been a kebab shop open, surely.
Yeah.
Go on to break into somewhere.
Again,
He took the door full off.
I know, yeah.
That's a bit like that girl, though, isn't it? There's a bit more to that.
Yeah, he was pissed.
I mean, we all get pissed. We don't go and do stuff like that, do we?
You don't normally, do you? Like
No.
I say, no, sure there'd be somewhere else open if you're just a bit hungry.
People
Break
are all
into
over the
somewhere.
place.
Gee.
Dopes.
It's important to look good. We can't all go around wearing the same clothes every day. Pregnant Danielle Saxton felt this compulsion a little bit too much. So instead of waiting for her next paycheck, she made the ditzy decision to simply steal some new garments and jewelry from her local boutique. When the 27-year-old arrived home with her loot, it was photo time. She and her pals took a few snaps of a little modeling session in which she posed wearing the very best of her bargains. She swiftly posted the images on Facebook, and like any self-respecting member of today's social media society, she added one as her profile picture. When the clothes store appealed online to find the thief, keen-eyed locals contacted the store to report Danielle's brand new wardrobe. Most stupidly of all, one of the stolen pieces was a unique and distinctive fluorescent leopard print dress, so it didn't take long to confirm that she was indeed the light-fingered thief. Danielle was arrested and charged.
Unbelievable.
Cabs are useful for two things: a quick ride to another place and a handy hold-up to earn some extra cash. One charmless man decided to climb into the back of a cab, gun in hand, and demand that the driver hand over all his money.
Oh, yeah.
Give me everything you got, man. This is a robbery, man.
Hey.
Give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't.
Give me everything you got. Give me it now.
All right.
I need it now.
All right.
We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man.
Everything I got, man.
Keep your hand where I can see him.
I just started.
What else you got?
I just
Let me see
started.
your wallet.
Unfortunately for the gunman, the cab driver had just started his day at work and was in possession of a measly $11. Not quite the jackpot scoop he was probably expecting. It'll buy you a coffee or two, but it's not quite enough to retire to the Bahamas like a gang lord kingpin. During the robbery, CCTV footage overhears the gunman tell the driver to hand the cash over if you don't want to die. A few seconds later, he then tells him, "I'm not going to hurt you." Talk about mixed messages.
It's the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now if you don't want to die, man.
Okay, I have anything in my wallet.
I'm not going to hurt you. Just give me everything you got.
Sir, I don't have anything in my
The crook's luck soon goes from bad to worse. As it turns out, the vehicle behind the cab is a cop car. The cop casually walks up to the cab and nonchalantly arrests the criminal.
There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us. Get out. Get out. Get on the ground now.
Yeah, that's an easy 15 years in prison for him for $11.
Unbelievable. And poor cab driver.
I know.
It's absolutely terrifying.
18-year-old Victor Martinez Herrera faces up to 10 years in prison.
Bit soft that, if you ask me. Up
Yeah.
to 10 years in prison.
He's gone on someone.
Yeah.
Ruined their life.
The guy was absolutely terrified, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You need a proper deterrence, don't you? You need proper deterrence. Otherwise...
Well, I mean, he's 18. He'd probably serve 5 years, something like that. Be out at
Yeah.
age 23, 24.
I think for every crime like that, like if it's a gun or a knife or, I don't know, like an attempted robbery gone wrong or whatever, you should chop one of your fingers off. So, or two for, like 2 fingers for a gun.
Yeah.
2 for a knife. And if it's armed
Trigger
robbery,
finger.
if you shot someone, 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't do that
And
in
then
like
you'd know.
Saudi Arabia.
But then you'd know who the crims were.
You
well.
would, but then you've got the poor guy who works in a factory that's lost a finger. Everyone's treating him like a scumbag because he's lost that one.
Yeah, but they can. Yeah, well, that should have been paid more attention, shouldn't you, to the job?
Just tattoo some form of acronym across the head that
Yeah,
says
that's another
to
one,
do
yeah.
with the crime,
Yeah.
like NO and
Yeah,
C.
not a normal courtyard exercise.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
When looking for a low-cost alternative to an expensive disguise, there are a few options. Stockings, balaclavas, a newly grown beard, the list goes on.
Newly grown
But
beard.
2 dopey robbers in Iowa, after deciding to get drunk and rob a house, had a different plan. In order to disguise themselves, they daubed their faces with permanent marker. Yep, permanent marker. Matthew McNally and Joey Miller scribbled a bunch of lines and squiggles all over
Looks
their
like a
foolish
cat.
faces. One of them drew a beard
Stay
and a
these
mustache, while the other wisely opted for something apparently resembling a superhero mask. It is alleged that they chose their victim because one of the men believed that his girlfriend may have been having an affair with the homeowner. Police were called to the scene after someone reported that men with painted faces were about to rob a house. The officers stopped the car at gunpoint and discovered them in the vehicle with the bizarre and unusual drawings on their faces, and later joked about them having the worst disguise ever. The pair were charged with second-degree burglary.
Again, just leave them like that and tattoo it. Tattoo what they've done there, just tattoo that on their face and they have to live with it forever.
I think
Yeah.
put them in the jail cell like that with a load of like bloods, like black gangs, and just say these guys have done blackface. Switch the cameras off. Look at these racists. Bye guys.
Oh, that's absolutely unbelievable, that.
To smash a car window, you need something hard, something durable, something sturdy. One Irish criminal and drug addict decided he fancied helping himself to a brand spanking new Mercedes, and step 1 in his well-crafted plan was to find an object and chuck it
The
through the
Rock,
window
is
of
it?
the car. So he did all the right things. He found a car, he put up his hood, and he found a brick, the perfect tool
knock
for
him out.
smashing in a
I may
window.
have seen this one.
CCTV
Bounces
footage
off.
then shows him approaching the car and getting ready to unleash the fury. He throws the brick, his mind awash with images of wealth, happiness, and success. In just a few seconds, he'll be cruising along in his new steed, picking up chicks, making men jealous, and leaving a trail of smoke in his wake. Unluckily for him, things don't go as anticipated. The brick rebounds off the car window, hits him in the head, and knocks him out cold. The footage shows him dropping to the ground and remaining there until discovered by the landlord of a nearby pub, who initially suspected him to be the unfortunate victim of a hit-and-run attack. At first, the criminal claimed that he was beaten up and left for dead, but when the landlord noticed dents in the bodywork of what turned out to be his car, it didn't take a genius for the truth
it was
to
the landlord's
unfold.
car.
Maybe
Wow.
next time he'll try using a sponge.
It's madness, isn't it?
Crazy,
It's absolute
Alan.
madness.
When you're committing a crime, there's one golden rule: don't show your face. At criminal college, that's the first lesson. It's top of the list. It's the motto of the criminal. One robber obviously didn't read the how-to guide before embarking on his first ill-fated heist. The intelligent and sharp Rodney Knight Jr. broke into the family home of a journalist and his son and stole 2 laptops, $400 in cash, and a windproof winter coat. After arriving home, Rodney concocted a cunning plan. He decked himself out in his brand new coat, switched on one of the laptops, and took a picture of himself wearing the coat and flashing the cat.
Straight into the cloud.
I was going to say backed up to the iCloud.
Yeah.
There's your picture of it. Loads of people have done that with stolen things.
Phones, yeah, I've seen it.
Jesus.
Just couldn't make it up.
I mean, how much did you say? $400? So that's your flex. You've got $400, and you're like, yeah, check me and my G.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Wow.
He then posted his picture on his Facebook, or so he thought. Unfortunately for the 19-year-old, he had actually posted the picture on the account of the boy from whom he had stolen. So when the boy's friends logged in on their profiles, they were able to clearly see the smug mug of the man who had stolen the device. Not surprisingly, Knight was quickly caught and charged for his crimes. Next time, Rodney, read the manual, and don't experiment with a webcam. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to leave a...
It's just...
What they like with, taking pictures of themselves and putting them online and bragging about it. It's just beyond belief, isn't it?
I've seen recently on TikTok a group of Scouse young lads that are car thieves.
Oh, yeah.
And they literally put the videos on TikTok of being chased by the police.
Really?
And they're wearing balaclavas and stuff in full chases.
Yeah.
So you can't tell who they are, and obviously they all sound the same, don't they? So, but yeah, it's a bragging thing, isn't it? Because loads of people that follow them are going to know who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but surely you can track it back from the account of the...
I'm sure the cops are on it, things like that. The cops
don't give a shit, though, do they? They really don't.
If we just have a team, I'm sure there's a team of cyber cops, but they're probably tackling more serious, sinister sort of stuff. But it's not hard to... If Anonymous can do it, I bet if they saw that video, they could just hack the guys, find out exactly who they are.
Yeah.
But it's just madness, and just get a job.
I know.
Scousers, mate. They don't know what to do. Oh, yeah. You know.
Oh, dear me.
Them and jobs don't go up together.
No.
Yeah, they're definitely stupid, aren't they, some of them?
Proper boneheads, aren't they?
Really are.
You just, I mean, nowadays, especially, with all the cameras and everything that's around now, everyone's got like a Ring door cam or whatever it may be.
Loads of those about
everywhere. Yeah. My son, where he lives on the street at the moment, is going through loads of crime. There's just loads of shit going on the street. And I think it's aimed at one particular person on the street.
Right.
And he's having a lot of issues. But I saw there was a camera the other day, I don't know if he's shown it yet. They set the car on fire facing where my son lives. And his cameras have picked it up. And the guy actually pours petrol into the car, but he's stood in the petrol. And he's pouring it, and then he lights it, and he must have got burnt.
Yeah.
And then you see him running off on another camera down the road, and he trips up. He clips the back of a parked van as he's running. And then you see him further down the road on another camera limping. I don't know if he's limping because he's hit the van or he's burnt himself.
Right.
But
Wow.
So,
I had a much less severe one where my bins went missing a couple of weeks ago. Bin day, everyone's are out.
Yeah.
And I went out looking, and one of my neighbours came out at the same time, who's a little bit odd. And she was going, "You don't think it's me, do you?"
I'd have said, too right, I do.
No, and I was like, no, of course not.
Get your bins out.
Yeah, I was like, why would it be you? And I said, anyway, everyone on the street's got a Ring doorbell, so it's not going to be hard. I'm sure it's an accident, but everyone, it does Ring doorbell, so I'll find out who's got them.
Yeah.
Instantly, she's like, "Oh, right, well, there's scaffolding at the end of the road, so the bin men didn't actually come down, so maybe they've left your bins up there." And she went from don't know anything to, "Oh, your bins are down there,"
where they are,
and suddenly they're at the end of the street.
Is that where they were?
Yeah, just because I said about the Ring. She knew where they were.
Right.
And it's one of them where it's like, have you just moved them to try and mess with me?
Yeah,
it's such a weird...
I'd do it back to her, mate. That's what I'd do now.
Fight fire with fire.
Yep.
It's just when you see that change in mannerisms.
I'd proper mess with her head for the rest of as long as I can be bothered.
She's loopy already.
I'll make her even loopier, wouldn't you?
Yeah, give a bit back.
How many posts you see on like Facebook where people go, "If you've got my green bin and it's got a massive number 5 on it, I'm coming to get you," and I'm like, "Mate, just come buy a new bin. Don't worry about it. It costs like £5 or £10 or whatever. Just go and get a new one."
It's such a stupid thing to fight over, but I was chuckling about it because it was just that change in mannerisms. As soon as I said everyone's got a Ring doorbell, it was like, oh, well, actually, suddenly you know where my bins are.
Penny dropped and she thought, we've been criminal out here.
I think she just moved them to try and mess with me, like right to the other end of the street.
How bizarre.
I think it might have been your ex.
No.
Doing it, coming around at night when you're messing with your bins.
It was actually, what happened, I think I'd booked the day off and I'd seen the bins. It was during the school holidays. I'd seen them at 11 and then gone out to the pub and they were outside my house. So the bin men had come down the street and done them outside my house.
Yeah.
And then they disappeared while I was getting some lunch.
Mess with it.
Dear me.
Don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Hit the bell. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.